our reality around us to give us indicators. We're looking for reassurance from the universe and the world around us that the decisions we're making are the right ones. You know, and I've said this so many times, but there's no such thing as a wrong decision. As long as you're making decisions that are aligned with your heart and your true spirit, and you're not trying to play it safe, you know, as long as you're true in your spirit, safe, you're going to be supported. You're going to be, the universe always has your back. But this is why I talk a lot about, you know, that journey of self-discovery. Because if you don't know who you really are, or if you're on the cusp of reinventing yourself, you know, like a lot of us get to that point, certain points in our life. They might be related to age, they might be related to activities we're doing, like let's say a job, or let's say parenthood. Suddenly your kids move out. Who the hell are you now? You know, they could be like, you get out of a terrible relationship and suddenly you're like trying to figure out who the hell you are, you know. When we get to those places, we might look for some kind of reassurance from the world around us, from our creation around us, that we're actually moving in a direction where we're not going to recreate those situations that we're exiting, or those things that we're shifting ourselves away from. We have to make a choice. We have to make a choice based on our true spirit, based on who we are. We have to look at ourselves accurately. We have to see ourselves accurately, right? And a lot of the times when we end up in places that don't accurately reflect who we are, you know, whether they're abusive relationships, whether they're, you know, jobs that just are tedious, you know, whether they're partnerships that don't accurately reflect who we are, whether, you know, it doesn't matter what it is. Usually when we end up in those kind of situations, it's because we've made the decision to kind of play it safe at some point, right? We've made the decision to not show ourselves completely. We've made the decision to shapeshift. We've made the decisions to people please, right? And so we need to step out of those things, and the universe is not going to give us any reassurance around that. Just step off that cliff. You don't need reassurance, because you're never going to get it anyways. You're never going to get it. So just step off that cliff. Just trust that the universe has your back.